Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. Shazam starts production early next year, February, I think, 2018, and release date of 2019. Now, I want to talk about Shazam because there's been a lot of different things been going on around with David Sandberg tweeting out different things and going to interviews about Shazam, and I thought it was really great that this guy he's pretty much Pony Smasher David Sandberg. He is pretty much one of us, YouTube content creator turned famous director after Lights Out and now Annabelle creation. Now he's doing a movie, a giant blockbuster film in the DC Extended Universe, Shazam, or Captain Marvel, you know, before all that legality with the name issues with the Marvel Universe. But Shazam, Billy Batson's getting a movie, a full-fledged giant blockbuster movie, and we're gonna see it in 2019. But it's not just gonna be about Shazam, right? Because literally, David Sandberg has been talking about the Man of Steel in almost every single interview. Basically, his story is about a little boy who looks up to Superman as his calling. He looks at Superman as his superhero. That's his main man, and he wants to be just like him. Like every kid out there who wants to be just like Superman, and he gets that power, turns into Shazam, and pretty much becomes Superman. But because David Sandberg has always been talking about Superman, he's calling this movie lighthearted, funny DC film, probably the most lighthearted to date. That gets me pretty excited because this is really a kid who becomes a superhero. Is like a fish out of water because he's gonna be not knowing what to do with these powers. Should he become responsible? Should he not become responsible? There's so many elements within that he could utilize and work. And because this is a lighthearted, more fun DC films, it's probably going to be more geared for children, as kids get to see a kid say a magic word and turn into a giant superhero. I mean, that would be a great family film in itself, more so than like Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, you know, even Wonder Woman per se, where they had a lot of serious dark tones in there, which I love. But for this movie, I think it'd be great for kids to actually aspire to be Superman and actually look up to him. And it'd be a great time to actually, after his incredible return, I hope, in Justice League, that we find for the audience to actually see Henry Cavill as Superman in a new light, actually respect him as a superhero as they go along this journey with Billy Batson and being a huge fanboy of Superman and respecting Superman and ultimately want to be Superman. And hopefully by then everybody is not going to get so antsy and negative about snapping necks and building collapsing and, you know, Superman not saving his dad and things like that. I hope all that will have dissipated by Justice League, but completely by Shazam. It's almost like Spider-Man in a sense, where Peter Parker gets his powers and he learns about his powers and he maybe does some things that are not very hero-like until the thing that happens to Uncle Ben. I'm not saying that will happen in this, but there's got to be something that pushes Shazam in order to be a hero. And I know there's probably some things in the comics that push him in that sort of sense, but having David Sandberg talk about Superman at length is not only the interviews that he's talked about in Superman in a huge light, but he's also leaked out this fake script that he threw out there, and it's funny. Just read it. Don't take it seriously. He's having fun. He's probably one of the directors that actually have fun with and trolling people, but it has Superman within the script. They even make fun of his mustache, but that also makes me want to fully believe that he is including soups in the Shazam film. Makes me want to believe that the next time we're going to see Henry Cavill don the Superman suit is going to be in 2019, Shazam. And I am all for it because if we're not getting Man of Steel 2, I think peppering him into Shazam film would be gigantically awesome. I can't wait to see him be a mentor role. Imagine him doing fighting crime, stopping heinous acts of terrorism, stopping natural disasters, while this little kid looks up to him as like some biblical awesome character and is just a huge fan of Superman. And when he gets his powers, Superman has to help him achieve that level of responsibility. I want you guys to check out that Shazam animated film with Black Adam and Superman. I know they said that The Rock is not going to be in this, but just look at that little connection that Clark Kent has with Billy Batson. That connection of mentor and apprentice, master and apprentice, and just you see that it's awesome, it's heartwarming, it's great, and I want to see that in a giant blockbuster film as this. And because Shazam is all about magic hurts Superman. Superman can be defeated by kryptonite and magic in the comics, so you can see how that could play out within this film. If they come against an evil magic villain that Superman cannot even stop, he's going to have to rely on Shazam to do the job. And that's Shazam's calling. That's how he becomes the equal to Superman, by able to help Superman defeat this magic villain. So I think that come together is perfect. Is a perfect combination for a Shazam film, because Shazam's new, maybe not a lot of people know Shazam, and when this movie comes out, I think it will really help to have Superman guide him throughout that film. Alright guys, thank you so much for subscribing, thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next time, bye.